Hey everybody, how's it going today? It is me, Captain Energy, and today I'm going to show you a trick that is something that will help you out especially if you're a new user to the MPC. A lot of people have asked how to convert a single sample into an instrument, basically, and it's pretty easy to do. But the question that has come up more for me from people has been how to convert or use the instruments on a kit. For example, if you load a drum kit, you'll notice that there might be a bunch of drums, then there'll be one synthesizer or a hit of some kind, and maybe you want to use that as an instrument and play it. I'm going to show you how to do that today. This is a pretty, new user type question, but if you don't know how to do it, it's a great thing to know how to do anyway. I mean, I don't use it that often, but every time I think about it, or every time I get asked about it, I'm like, man, I never use that. I should use that more. Because I typically lean on the instruments, the actual plug-in instruments, instead of sampling on this device. And it's a sampler, you know what I mean? I should be doing more sampling, I feel like. Anyway, if you like this kind of content and you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really would help me out if you'd share the video with your friends, especially if they're Akai MPC users. And this trick I'm going to show you how to do it on the new MPC 3, Live 3, as well as in the old units. When I say the old units, I mean, the ones that were, the main units a week ago, for real. I use them. I'm using the Akai 4 still. I've got one right here, right next to me. I'm no stranger to that tech. But let's get in here and do this. By the way, if you have other questions you'd like to know how to use or do different things, hit me up. I'm happy to try and answer them. And maybe I'll make a full-on tutorial video available. I mean, I'm planning on doing some stuff with subscribers and with members to make full training available to people who are in need of it for different pieces of hardware, different pieces of software, and whatnot. If there's something you think would benefit the community, let me know, and I'll throw a poll up and see if it's something that enough people are interested in, and I'll go ahead and work it out. So, all right, let's get into this. So first, here we are at the main screen. This is the drum kit. It opens up. But I'm going to load a different one up because I want to use something that doesn't use all these, little doodad type new fangled pad tricks that we got going on here with the 4 zones on each pad and all that. I just want regular pads because this is a regular tutorial. You could use this for even these type of pads, but I'm just going to show it to you kind of flat so everybody understands what's happening. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to hit load. We need a drum kit or an instrument pack basically to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load Future House Kit Cocktail Okay, so let's go over here. All right, so let's get into, I'm going to go to my expansion packs right here, expansions. It is in this Electronic Horizon. And now I know it's a drum kit, so I'm going to hit drums. And it is Future House Kit Cocktail. So we're going to go, I'm going to jump over to search, tap this, Future. Now, you may not know the name of what you want. Sometimes you just gotta find something. If you, for example, wanted to know, though, which of these you wanted to use, you can press this little play button down here to audition it manually, and you can turn audition on or off. Right now it's on, mine's on auto, I believe. And now you'll see that also, let me show you how to read these, because when you get these kits, you'll see that there's the name of the kit, Future House Kit. In this case, I want cocktail, but you'll see next to it there's a DM 123. The DM stands for D minor, not Dungeon Master, as somebody one time told me, which I thought was hilarious. They thought it was part of the name Cocktail Dungeon Master. Yes. No, it's D minor. 123 is the beats per minute, so you know what the speed of the loops are in that kit. See, for example, next one is F121, F120, E flat 120. That's your speeds. That's your sound, or your pitch and your sound, basically your root note. All right, so I'm going to tap this, load, right there. It is loading up, and now that it's gotten in there, I'm just going to go ahead and press main right here. Boom. This will bring me to the main window where we can see our tracks. And now if we go ahead and all right, so we've got it all loaded up. Now, if I wanted to create a track with this, which I'm going to do right now, I'm going to make a little basic track. What would happen is, because this ranks in the system as one instrument, it counts as one instrument. Any of these pads I play are part of that one sequence. Now, that is neat in one way and not neat in another way. It's great if that's how you work, if you like your sequences all, as much as you can shove into one sequence as possible, that will be fine for you. I find it to be a pain, particularly when I'm editing. Say, for example, let's see, where's that? There's the bass. Say, for example, I went ahead and I hit this 16 level button. So it says tune right there. That means these notes, it's tuned. Every time I hit it, it goes up. And these ones are lower than the original root note. This is the original root sample right here. So if I now, if I record a beat, which I'm going to do right now, let's go ahead and do something quick. I'm going to do a little 4 on the floor type deal. All right, we're going to hit record from start. Let's see which one's a clap. That one. All right, that's kind of cool. All right. Now, we're going to do, first we'll do a basic single note recording. All right, let's look at this sequence first. Here's what we have in the arranger. All right, it's already looking a little cluttered, and that's just drums. We didn't add anything special to it. And I mean, I'm definitely going to want to add more to it than that. So let's go add some bass, okay? So let's go ahead, we'll hit overdub, play from start. Let's go right here. And that wasn't what I wanted actually. All right. So the first problem is now if I want to edit this, it's just messy already. So let's go here. We'll just, I'm just going to delete what I want to get rid of here. We'll leave the bass in. We'll get rid of these. All right, the other instruments. And what I actually want to do with this, I want some pitch to it. So we'll go. Yeah, something like that. All right, so we go. Now, let's take a look at this. You'll notice that even though it's pitched, it just shows in the editor, it just shows it as being played. It doesn't show pitch. This can be problematic. When you go to edit it, how do I change the pitch on the note? There is a way. It's very much a pain. You end up having to use the list editor, at least as far as in my experience, that's what I've done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to do this the right way. first, let's get rid of this. All the bass, all that other instrument, the hit instrument. All right, so let's go out 16 levels. So here's my bass. What I'm going to do is, instead of using 16 levels, I'm going to show you this trick. This is the part that's the trick that you want to know. On the Akai MPC Live 3, they've added a button that does this. So all I have to do is hit Shift and go up to 16 level button and press 2 key group. I hit that, and now you'll see that all of a sudden I'm not on a drum kind of set anymore. I've got this all of a sudden I've got that drum, that bass is now an instrument. And the coolest part of this is that it is also its own track. It's on track 2 now. So now anything I record, you'll see right here in the sequence, there's nothing. It's empty because track 2 has nothing. So now if I go ahead and we hit record from the beginning, all I have is the notes that I just played. If we go and look at main, all right, here we go, and go to track 1, you'll see those are the drums. There's my bass. Now, if you have an older MPC, you don't have this button, this 16 level button, and there's no shortcut key equivalent from what I could tell. However, what we do have is the ability to do the same thing. So let's go to back to the first track. I'm going to grab this sound, and now what I want to do is I'm going to go tap the kit, and you'll see the sample showing there, right? Tap the sample, and now that we're there, you'll see that it shows it where it is on the pad, it shows on the screen. If I go and tap this icon, it looks like a little keyboard. See it right here? My finger's right by it. Boom. All of a sudden, it does the same thing. Now we have an instrument with that hit. Now, if you look down here, you'll notice that, actually I'm not on this right screen, let me go over there, press main. If I look down here, you'll notice that I'm on track 3. So now I've got a separate track for this one too. If we go to arrangement, it's empty. And that's great, because now when I play it, I'm not actually recording yet, but I'm going to be. This also allows me to separate the length of this from the drum track. So now if I go over to our clip, okay, the matrix, that's what they call it here, and we'll create a clip for this to launch from. And I'm going to go in here and edit this clip. And we're going to make it 4 instead of 2. So now you can see that it's 4 bars. Okay. And what we do now is we're going to go back over here and we're going to hit record from the beginning. And that's the whole thing. That's the trick. One other thing you might want to know is that you can actually, right now this is monophonic, you can only play one note at a time in that instrument. But if we go back to that instrument, okay, let's go back to the sample again, boom, go over here, edit, and we go to the global setting on it, and we change, see this right here on the right where it says KG poly. You want to turn that to say, it says mono, just turn one click to the left, now it's poly, and now you can, and why would you want to do this? Because now if I go ahead and play it, I can go, I might not want to use that way, but you get the idea. Anyway, and that's what you can do now that you know how to use it. With just one simple 16 sound drum kit, you've got an entire set of instruments that you can use. And the other part that's kind of interesting is that you can actually do that multiple times with an instrument. Like say if I wanted to take that bass and really tweak it and do something crazy with it, throw a bunch of effects on it, and have that as a separate track, that is not a problem. I can just go ahead back to the main window, go to track, back to the drum here. We'll take there's the bass. Okay, I couldn't remember which one was the bass, but now that we're here, I can go ahead and I can just go, let's take that to another track of its own. Now it's on track 4, and we can go ahead and we can go to the edit. Let's go to global. We'll turn the mono off, so now it's polyphonic. And now we'll take it and we'll do a little, go to effects, and I'm going to change a little delay to it. It would add delay pro, select. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Let me know what you thought in the comments. And if this was helpful to you and if you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to let me know and I will be happy to provide them. If you would share this with people who are using the MPC, friends of yours or whatever, I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Like I said, hit me up if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video. Take care for now and have a great day.